Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now, the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer has been exploring the world of vertical and ergonomic mice, trying to find the right fit for their small to medium-sized hands. Upon trying this particular mouse, they found it to have a comfortable, semi-vertical angle of about 30 degrees. While it's slightly on the larger side, our reviewer loved how their thumb rested deeply in its groove, providing a secure grip. It carries a good amount of weight, which they found to be a nice feature, contributing to a feeling of quality and precision. When moving the cursor, it felt deliberate and accurate, perhaps because of that extra heft. The design keeps the wrist in a painless, natural position during use, which was a major plus compared to other vertical designs that felt awkward or caused strain. However, the experience wasn't without its trade-offs. This client noted that the mouse isn't the quietest. While not offensively loud, the clicks are audible and require a bit of intentional effort to register. This is a contrast to other ultralight ergonomic models they've used, which had nearly silent clicks and could be moved with less effort. In fact, our reviewer found this mouse so much heavier than other tilted mice they've grown accustomed to that they initially considered returning it. It could feel a bit cumbersome to someone used to a featherlight device. Ultimately, though, the comfort won out. They decided to keep this mouse, valuing its unique ergonomic shape and the pain-free experience it provided. While it came with an extra side palm rest, they found it wasn't necessary for their needs, though others might appreciate the option.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer wanted to share some thoughts on this ergonomic mouse after using it for a while. It definitely requires an adjustment period. It felt a little strange at first, but after a day or so, our reviewer found it to be a really comfortable device to use. A key feature is the detachable pinky extension. It connects magnetically, and while it significantly improves comfort, it does have a slight drawback. This client reports that it has only detached accidentally a couple of times over 2 months, which isn't too bad. However, the pinky rest does make it difficult to lift the mouse with one hand. If you manage to grip it with the extension still attached, the pressure will likely cause it to detach. It's something to consider if you frequently need to reposition your mouse. Our reviewer also mentioned a minor annoyance with the sleep function. You need to physically click a button to wake the mouse up, which is a small inconvenience. The biggest concern so far is a developing squeak in the mouse wheel after a couple of months of use. It's not a deal breaker, but definitely something that our reviewer hopes won't get worse over time. To give an idea of size, they included photos showing the mouse with the pinky rest attached, next to an average-sized male hand, glove size large.
Awesome. Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer is absolutely thrilled with this mouse. As a software developer glued to my screen all day, a comfortable and ergonomic mouse is a must-have to avoid hand and wrist cramps, and this one has truly delivered. Our reviewer previously used another brand which they considered quite good, but this mouse surpasses it in terms of comfort. The 33-degree angle and, crucially, the pinky rest make a world of difference. The client's pinky finger used to drag constantly with the old mouse, a problem completely solved by this design. Furthermore, this is the first mouse the reviewer has owned that feels like the perfect size. Finding a mouse that isn't too small can be a challenge, but the medium size of this one fits their 7-inch hand like a glove. However, no product is perfect. This user feels the scroll wheel could use some improvement. Adding smaller, more distinct notches could make the scrolling experience smoother. On the other hand, some previous customers mentioned that the pinky rest was detaching, but this client hasn't had any such issues, so perhaps the manufacturer addressed that concern based on earlier feedback. Overall, this is a great ergonomic mouse.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.